Welcome to News Mongolia. We will bring you the latest stories and updates from across the nation and beyond. I'm Batsirin Namshar. On the News Mongolia today, Indian embassy hosts a conference on constitutional contributions to nation building. Structural fires have taken 124 lives in Ulaanbaatar in the past 4 years. Fourth Mongolia-Croatia political consultative meeting takes place in Ulaanbaatar. For the news, stay tuned. To commemorate the 134th birth anniversary of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, the 75th anniversary of the Indian Constitution, and 70 years of diplomatic ties between India and Mongolia, the Indian embassy in Ulaanbaatar hosted a special conference highlighting the constitutional foundations and shared democratic values of both nations.
This is very important.
The conference, the contributions of the constitutions of India and Mongolia in nation building, took place on April 14th at the Indian Embassy. It was organized by the Constitutional Court of Mongolia, the National University of Mongolia's Institute of Constitutional Law, and the Center of Indian Studies. The event also commemorated the 75th anniversary of the Indian Constitution and 70 years of diplomatic relations between India and Mongolia.
Since its adoption in 1949 and enforcement in 1950, the Constitution of India, which has been drafted by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Constitution of India, it has played an important role in nation building. First of all, you know, India is a big population of 1.4 billion people, multiple provinces, multiple cultures, multiple languages. To bind that country into a single unit, the Union of States of India, it's a big achievement for so many years. And also it has ensured justice, economic, political and social. It has given the freedom of belief, of liberty, and it has enhanced the fraternity. So the Constitution of India, you see, as it has been mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution of India, encompasses the basic principles of liberty, equality and fraternity. And you can see now, since independence, it has helped India to grow as a big economy. Now India is the 5th largest economy in the world. We are aspiring to be the 3rd largest economy in the world, and it has ensured equality to women, children, and also helped to bring social justice in India.
Participants laid wreaths in honor of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, recognizing his legacy in Indian democracy and constitutional development. A special video message from India's Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Kiren Rijiju, described the Constitution as a powerful tool for justice, equality and dignity, and emphasized India and Mongolia's spiritual and democratic ties.
Here I would like to emphasize that the Indian Foreign Minister and State Secretary of Mongolia emphasizes the importance of our bilateral relations and also requested us, ordinary people and scholars, to make out the new field of the cooperation between India and Mongolia. So in my opening speech, I emphasize 17 more new fields which can be developed in years to come. And this includes IT, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and drone system, and also biotechnology, etc., etc. I propose today 17 new fields, which our two governments can consider my proposal in years to come.
Justice Baisaling praised the Indian Constitution as one of the most comprehensive in the world. Drawing parallels with Mongolia's constitutional journey, he proposed closer cooperation between the two nations in the field of legal science. There are similarities between the Constitution of Mongolia and the Constitution of India. Both are based on democratic principles. In fact, India's constitutional model was studied while drafting Mongolia's constitution. As one of the most comprehensively written constitutions in the world, the Indian constitution has offered valuable insights that continue to inform theory and practice in Mongolia. There is much we can study and learn from each other. Legal scholars presented comparative studies and highlighted key principles from India and Mongolia's constitutional frameworks. The conference concluded with thanks and closing remarks from Second Secretary Sanjeev Kumar. In the wake of 124 fire-related deaths in the capital over the past 4 years, the Ulaanbaatar Disaster Risk Reduction Council and NEMA have launched the 4 Issues, One Solution campaign. The campaign spotlights youth involvement in disaster preparedness through a university debate that could shape future policy.
The Ulaanbaatar Disaster Risk Reduction Council and the National Emergency Management Agency have launched the 4 Issues, One Solution campaign. As part of this initiative, a parliamentary-style debate on stakeholder participation in disaster risk reduction was organized. 58 teams from 8 universities took part in the debate, with a total of 116 students participating. The event emphasized the importance of equipping children, not just adults, with the knowledge and the skills needed to protect themselves, administer first aid, and know how to prepare and where to turn in a case of emergencies.
Starting from first grade, really. Nowadays, it's not uncommon for first or second grade children to be left home alone. Instilling safety habits at a young age becomes a form of fulfilling the government's responsibility.
People need to actively seek information on where and how to install the necessary safety devices in their homes. Citizens are now responsible for significantly contributing to disaster risk reduction. When people think the news is fake, they will stop believing it. But if the news media provides accurate and reliable facts, then we can use it to figure out how to protect ourselves and escape disasters. That's exactly what's reflected in the solutions we have proposed. The 4 Issues, One Solution campaign also focuses on public education about fire prevention, promoting the use of fire extinguishers, and improving general safety awareness through a step-by-step approach. Young people are seen as playing a vital role in these efforts, especially in influencing the attitudes and behaviors of their peers and family members.
In the event of an unexpected or accidental fire, it's important to take immediate primary measures to extinguish it. These trainings help even young children understand what to do, which empowers them to influence and educate their families. That has a wide-reaching impact. Each solution proposed by the debate teams will be reviewed by the Disaster Risk Reduction Council and considered for incorporation into future legal frameworks and policy initiatives. That makes this a particularly impactful event.
When a community lacks the capacity to protect itself from disasters, the damage can be significant. With a strong disaster preparedness and response systems, it becomes possible to mitigate losses and recover more effectively.
Now let's take a look at current affairs of Mongolia.
The 4th political consultative meeting between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia and the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Croatia was held in Ulaanbaatar on April 14, 2025. At the consultative meeting, the 2 sides presented the long-term development policies and goals of Mongolia and Croatia, and the 2 sides exchanged views in detail on the possibilities for expanding cooperation. The two sides agreed to continue joint efforts to enrich bilateral relations with economic content, increase trade and investment, and expand and deepen cooperation in forest management, tourism, and education. The two parties also confirmed their commitment to strengthening cooperation within the framework of the United Nations and other international organizations and exchanged views on some international and regional issues. The meeting was chaired by State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Muhtushik Lhanaja from the Mongolian side and the State Secretary for Political Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs Frana Matusik from the Croatian side. Mongolia and the Republic of Croatia first established diplomatic relations on March 10, 1993. Under the direction of the governor of the capital city of Mongolia and mayor of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolian circus performers will gather at Sukhbatar Square on April 16 to 22, 2025, in observance of World Circus Day and in celebration of the 85th anniversary of the establishment of the Circus School of Mongolia. Specifically, circus shows will be open to the public free of charge at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. in a circus stand set up at Sukhbatar Square. These shows will feature 230 performers from over 10 troops, including Grand Prix winners, medalists from the international competitions such as the Circus Festival Monte Carlo, the Wuhan International Acrobatic Art Festival, and Wuchao International Circus Festival, and the festival Mondial du Cirque de Demain. In particular, a jump rope troupe led by Namonbatar, who received the Golden Lion title at the 8-tire competition held at the Wuchao International Circus Festival, will show their best performance. Additionally, a contortionist group trained by Bot, who won Golden Cup in the New Generation category at the 47th International Circus Festival of Monte Carlo, will perform the routine that earned them a medal at Circus Olympics. The World Expo 2025 opened in Osaka, Kansai, Japan on April 12, 2025. Mongolia is participating in the World Expo 2025 under the theme Pax Mongolica, Mongol Peace, showcasing 28 exhibits from the Chinggis Khan National Museum of Mongolia. Also, a stuffed sheep plushie toy made from the natural sheep wool by the Montola Company has drawn considerable public attention. Participating Mongolian companies include Mirgentur, Inchchin Souvenir, Huhorlang, Santoman Kashmir, Tumen Sulche, Yalgon Brand, Intellectual Museum of Mongolia, Mongol Post, and GP Partners, presenting the Galperwas brand. Mongolia's participation at the Expo was all jointly organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia, the Consulate General of Mongolia in Osaka, the Ministry of Culture, Sports, Tourism and Youth of Mongolia, the Chinggis Khan National Museum of Mongolia, and the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. As of now, the exhibition has welcomed more than 150,000 visitors. The World Expo 2025 will run for 6 months under the overarching theme Designing Future Society for Our Lives.
You're watching News Mongolia. Now let's take a look at currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.